I really want to make it through that tiny blue book. I thought I'd be done with it in a week, but like that one I'm just like,
Some of them, the shorter books are the hardest to get through.
They're just like talking about feelings in this book, and I'm like, no one cares. No one cares.
I know.
Okay. If Nesta wants to run around and whore around, that's fine.
Like, leave her be to her whoring. It's fine.
Yeah. She wants to stay at bars, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So this is our 2022 TBR, to be read list. Though I'll say it's probably not our whole year. We're going to probably go the first 6 months or anything that we'd like to hope to read in the next year. Andrea, you go first.
Okay. So I started reading Circe today.
Okay.
So
I've seen that on social media. Is it
yeah,
kind of right now?
It had a lot of like people wanting to read it or people reading it. So it was like for Christmas from Corey. So Boys in the Boat, we're gonna finish that. War of the Worlds. I've always wanted to read this, and I've heard people talk about it a lot in like other stuff. So I put it on my list.
Is that a classic book? I feel like I've heard of it, but I haven't.
Yeah, you probably heard of it for sure. Then has anyone read this? Your mom gave me this, and I want to start this series this year. So
I have all of those. Yes.
Do you like it?
I did like the city or like the shadow. What's the name of that? I'm looking at it on the book club. I don't know the name of the series off the top of my head. I liked that series, but the prequel books, the 3, Clockwork Prince, Clockwork Angel, and Clockwork Princess, Liz has read those too, and I thought those were phenomenal, and they were definitely better than that series, but that one was still good.
Okay. And then I'll do the Jungle Book. We'll do a movie. Whatever. This one I've seen everywhere. So I bought it, and I might pick it for my book club read.
That's
so
good.
I have to live through that. I got this for Christmas too. It's actually way smaller than I thought.
Oh wow!
But that was so short.
Yeah, and it has really big type, so I don't know. This one I've been meaning to read forever, which you guys all know, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm debating if it was going to be my book club book, but I think I might just read it. I don't know. Unless someone wants to pick it, but I might just read it. But that's a lot of boat related things, so that might not happen. This one, of course, Crescent City. I might start it. I don't like starting in series that aren't done, but I don't know if I can wait. So, and then this is the last one I have, Dune.
I'm so excited to hear if you like that one or not.
I know.
Is Dune blue? The sides of the book?
Yes. It's like, here, let me take the cover off. It's really cool.
Just throw that dust jacket away.
I hate those. I put them on the top of my shelf, and Corey calls me a hoarder. He must just throw them away. I'm like, no, we have to keep them. So look at the.
That is cool.
I don't know if you can see the writing.
Yeah, it's like embossed. I don't think that's the right word for that.
So cool. I'm obsessed with books that have like the colored edges. Like Six of Crows is all black, and I think that's the coolest.
Yeah, I like when they're cool. Crescent City is pretty cool too. Stupid dust jacket thing, but it's
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
So that's my list so far. Those are just the books I have, I guess. I have an Amazon list that's like 100 miles long.
And then you read 58 books this year in 2021?
I just counted. I read 59 books last year.
What is? I want to count them now.
I feel like I should get extra points for Moby Dick and War and Peace because those are like gigantic and horrible. So long, like, and tedious, and I could probably sail a ship. Well, actually, I skipped some of those parts, but
Liz doesn't care about Moby.
She's like, Moby Dick, that was a horrible book.
She's like, I'm out.
Yeah, I read some really large books this year to get off of that poster that we have, off our scratch poster. So I read some of the bigger ones, so at least those are kind of done.
Is the Jungle Book on there, the scratch off?
I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it was Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
That one.
And The Little Mermaid, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think Jungle Book's on there, but I could be wrong.
There she is. She's alive.
Sorry, my internet just like stopped working.
That's done. Okay, I'm going.
Okay.
So I realized when I was picking my books, I kind of have a bad habit of starting a series and not finishing it.
Oh.
I know. And
I do. And it makes me so mad because I like want to talk to you about it. And I'm like, you can't just not finish it, Madeline.
Okay, but it's not really my fault. It's actually all of your faults. I'm not to blame at all. It's because I'll start a series and then you guys will start a book and you talk about how good it is. And I'm like, I want to read it when they're reading it. So then I'm like, I'll come back to the series. But now I've done it way too many times that I need to just stop.
Yeah, you gotta just tune them out when they read books that you're not reading.
Kelly, I guess I could take a lesson from you on that.
Yeah, you just gotta be honest with yourself and be like, I just can't. I don't know how.
I will try that. So my first book, I need to finish, and it's by book, I mean series, because I need to finish Tower of Dawn, and then I'm halfway through, and I need to finish then the last one. I'm trying to find it.
Fire of Storms.
Or yeah, that one.
Tower of Dawn was the worst. That was the hardest book for me to get through this year.
I think that's what happened. It's just like he just kept talking, and I just lost interest. So I need to finish it. Kale is stupid. This is on my TBR rest because TikTok sold me on it and I wanted to read it, but now I'll wait for if you choose it for a book club book this year. I want to read Fable, and honestly, I don't even know what this book is about, but I liked the cover.
We've got a couple of those Reese book club recommendations too. At least I have, and I've liked both of them.
Perfect.
So.
Oh yeah, because Where the Crawdads Sing isn't that one?
Yeah. And then Normal People and Little Fires Everywhere. I liked.
Okay. So this is 1 out of 2 books. There's another one, and it's kind of cool because if you put the covers to face to like this way, it makes a face. So I pick books based on their covers. I think that's probably not good, but
Yeah, you're not supposed to judge stuff like that.
I do. I'm just honest about it. I want to read this one, How to Read People Like a Book. Because I think it sounds interesting. It's kind of more of a personal development type of thing. And then I need to finish this series, the Cruel Prince series. This is book 2, and now I have the 3rd because Liz got it for me for Christmas. So I want to finish that series. I also stopped 3/4 the way through of this series. And
finish that one.
I read the first 2 books. I need to finish the 3rd and then read Ninth House, is it? And Six of Crows?
No, you've got 4 more books in that series.
Okay.
Ninth House is a different book.
It's a different
It's not
series.
in the series, yeah.
But it's the same author. And it's amazing. Ninth House is amazing.
Wait, so that one's completely different.
Same author, but not related in terms of series. But it's
I should add
one
that
of
to my list.
It's one of the best books I've read this year.
Okay.
I'm adding it to my list.
You haven't read it yet, Ian?
Ninth House? No. Is it standalone?
There's a sequel that's going to be coming out that's not out yet. Sorry. I didn't know when I read it.
And then my last one that I have is the Blackboard. So I've read the first 3 now. I'm almost done with the 3rd. I'll probably finish it today. And then the 4th one comes out in March. So I'm for sure going to read that one. I've flown through that series like none other. So
That's good.
that's some of mine. Kelly?
I just want to keep up with book club in a timely manner, not 10 minutes before it starts, which I typically don't do. Every once in a while I have to do. And then I really want to finish the Court series. I'm still in the middle of the 4th book. So the 4th book. Okay.
It's the novella.
And I feel like it's the smallest book and should have taken me the least amount of time, but it didn't because it's kind of boring. Those are my goals.
In betweener. It's like nothing
the rest.
crazy happens.
Yeah, it's like you need a break from all the things that happened before. So
yeah, it's just taking me forever. I carry it around with me everywhere, but it's like I have either other reading to do for actual book club instead of this one, so I always do the Boys in the Boat over it. But I really want to get those done, but I can't do like 18 books like you guys. So
that's okay.
Yep.
You've still been a book club for like what, 3 years now?
I've done all the book club books.
Yeah.
I just don't do these side books that you guys aren't even side books. It's like side series. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me with this shit. And sometimes you guys talk about it and I'm like, oh, I want to read it, but like, let's be realistic. There's no way I can do 3 or 4 books. And you guys read so fast that I'm like, and there's like, it took me 2 whole days. I'm like, oh my God, I'm out.
Everyone just has different things they do with their time. It's not a big deal.
We don't have lives. So
I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it. Like, what time do you go to bed? Like, I don't get this.
I wake up early to read. I get up at like 5 and read for like an hour every morning, hour and a half probably.
I usually read at night, and then on Fridays I only work 4 hours, so then I read all day Friday. And when Corey's at Post.
Yeah.
Liz, when do you read?
Okay, you ready? Louis L'Amour, Kilgore.
That's a good one.
Andrea gave me this book, so I really want to read it this year. All's Quiet on the Western Front. I wanted to pick this for book club, but like half of book club had already read it, so I'm going to read it on my own, and I'm very excited. This one is a really short one.
Just tell me when you're going to read All Quiet on the Western Front. I'll read it with you. I have it too.
You read it before?
I read it in high school.
This one's really short, and I didn't know it was short. But have you guys heard of The Importance of Being Earnest?
I have heard of that. I didn't know it was a book. I thought it was more of like a quote.
It's like it's a play, and it's by Oscar Wilde, and it's super short. So I'm gonna read that. I read like a little bit of it, and I also thought it was like a quote or like being like an earnest person. It turns out it's the importance of being named Earnest, because there's like a joke in it that girls like guys named like the girl that he likes the name Ernest, so then he pretends like his name is Ernest, and it's all a big joke. So different than I thought it would be. Iron Flower, I've already started this. I got through Black Witch. Once I actually got it started, I got through Black Witch in like 2 days. Really good books. I got to finish the series now. At least the ones that are out, because Madeline and Andrea got me started on a series that wasn't complete yet.
Okay, it comes out in like 2 months. You'll be fine.
Oh, I looked up on her website and she said there's a 5th one coming out. That's the final.
What?
The 4th one is the final, according to her website.
That's bullshit.
Even if it comes out in 2 months, it's not going to be soon enough for them. They only need 2 days to finish a whole series.
Stop it. Then I have The People You Meet on Vacation. This is like it's part of the Book of the Month Club, and I got a subscription from my in-laws, and yeah, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be good. So we'll do that. And then my last one is The Book of Marjorie Kemp. And this one I'm really excited about. This is the first female autobiography in the English language.
Oh,
So
cool.
I'm excited to read it. I read something about her, and it turns out she was like, just from reading a quick summary, right? Like I haven't read the book. It sounds like she became crazy like halfway through her life, and just like documents her crazy a little bit. So I'm excited.
You definitely have a trend with your like a genre with your books, Liv. I feel like we all do. Yours are like all historical kind of.
Iron Flower's not.
Okay, except for Iron Flower and The People We Meet on Vacation. But it just like in overall, I feel like you tend to pick like historical, like nonfiction.
If somebody or if something has like a petticoat in it, I'm like, Liz will love this. Like every time.
True. I do like historical fiction and nonfiction. I was surprised. I normally have like a Revolutionary War book on my list, and I didn't this time, so it's kind of weird.
It's
But
good.
I did like 3 last year, so.
That's true. We have a good variety within our book club of like, we try different genres and whatnot. So really, these are books that could be upcoming YouTube videos. So keep an eye out. This is kind of like a preview for our 2022 YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's all.
That's all, folks.
That's all. Have fun. Go read.
That's how like Porky Pig signs off Looney Tunes. That's all, folks.
Oh my god.